Ah, yes, the Power Ranger bootleg universe. I was introduced to that before that was a thing. I was introduced to time travel theory before that was a thing. I was introduced to machines winning a war against humans before that was a thing. I was introduced to elite machines with disdain for humans before that became a running thing. I was introduced to a lot of these concepts, like death, human compassion, dealing with your past, and even death, before they were things to really concern myself with as a kid from one show. And I'm going to tie everything back around to Captain Power. The machines beating the humans, like in Matrix, like in Terminator. Yeah, Captain Power covered that. They even said it. This was a time when man fought machines, and machines won. Hell, it's in their intro. The advertisement campaign initially started off with messages to the past. They would interrupt commercials. So, the time travel theory, I've gotten a glimpse of that. What's that? About human compassion? That's pretty much how the story is about Captain Power. What? What? You notice I said something about traitors? Yeah, one of the characters here is a traitor to Lord Dredd, who happens to look like a Borg and Darth Vader mix. I know you're not supposed to mix fandoms, but he does. Sorry. In fact, many people hold the theory that Lord Dredd was the basic idea for the Borg because they needed some sort of image for what they had, for what Star Trek had as a machine empire. Wow, that's a thing again. The bootleg universe had a machine empire. The Star Trek universe had their version of an assimilating machine empire. Captain Power, their whole thing was an assimilating master computer which created machines which had disdain for humans to go out and digitize humans to gather more knowledge and intelligence to assimilate more people. And you either converted to working with the Dread Empire or you got digitized and or killed. Wow. You really can put everything back to frickin' Captain Power. You really can. Strange how that works. Well, you can't put Power Rangers to it. I just put the bootleg universe to it. You think I can't put the normal universe to it? Really? Oh no, we're not fighting monsters, we're fighting the machines. Yeah, you still have to deal with power suits, don't you? It's still a Sentai thing, isn't it? Yeah, Sentai is like the thing with the power suits with the explosions. Yeah, these guys explode and they get hit too. Well, at least with sparks. The way these suits work... Okay, let's just say like the blaster damage would do 100 points of damage, okay? These suits would act as armor in most games and rebuff or debuff or whatever about 80% or 80 points of it. So they're still taking 20 points per shot. They're still taking 20 points per shot. And oftentimes when a suit failed, they would actually hold the injured area. And usually, depending on where they're injured, they would be bleeding. Uh-oh, blood in a kids show. Gotta move it off the Saturday slot. Was that story too serious? People actually died? Yep. Fully pull it off the Saturday slot, please. Fully pull it off there and put it up against, what's another sci-fi show? Star Trek? Next Generation? That's on? Okay, yeah, put Captain Power on a different channel, but have it rival that. It'll give it something to do. Which was very unfortunate for Captain Power because, again, Star Trek had its name. Didn't matter if the show was shit or really good. Star Trek had its name. You got an unknown series, Captain Power, taking on Star Trek. Sorry, Star Trek's the only one that one. You can't you can't take on a named thing. That's why most shows don't want to go up against, say, The Simpsons right away. It's like, you can't do it. It's a household name. You can't do it. You will lose that kind of battle. You're going to lose it. Sorry. Only if you have succeeded, but you get the idea. It's very unlikely. You really have to put your balls to the wall on that. But again, Captain Power, backed by Mattel. Mattel wanted to make things very toyetic, and that was part of the problem for Captain Power, at least the writing staff and whatnot. They wanted to make serious stories, but they had to tweak a little bit because, again, toys and kids. But even with the tweaking, it inevitably moved the Captain Power show off the Saturday slot and up against Star Trek. And this is its own problems. Because now you have a toyetic show taking on a serious diplomatic show. That's like putting the Sonic cartoon against Sonic Saturday or Sat AM. You got two different things here. It's apples and oranges. You can't do that, but people do. And things happened. And Captain Power got slammed because of it. Now, some critics went, hey, the stories were great, but then again, you got to put up with a little light show that pandered to the kids, and you got to worry about all this extra other stuff that was pandering to the toys. So, would Captain Power done better if they didn't get backed by Mattel? If they got backed by someone else? Probably. They probably would have. It would have been a more serious show. They would have been able to be far more serious like they wanted to be. Oh, there's still death, don't get me wrong. A lot of episodes are very serious. It treated its audience with a level of respect and intelligence. But that said, it was still a toyetic show, and it wound up going up against Star Trek. There's a problem here. It's pretty much... how do I word this? If you're going to make a toyetic show, you go balls to the wall toyetic. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm getting at? You know if it's toyetic, so you're going to pander to the kids. Boom. Outright. Fine. If you're making a serious show, you hunker down and you go balls to the wall for seriousness. That's why dramas are a thing. Again, bada boom, bada bing. In Captain Power's case, it was wanting to be a serious show that got hit with being toyetic. So they couldn't fully go all offense or all defense. They were stuck in limbo, which kind of smacked it around. Now, Mattel wanted to try some fancy things, and they put it only on a Captain Power show to see how well it did. You could buy the light gun. You can get the little ship where you can fire at the screen. There's a little laser tag like thing for your chest. There's all these little toys that interacted with each other as well as the TV show. It was able to help you keep score and whatnot. That was fine. That was great. That was a way to market. But you don't see that very much nowadays, do you? No, you don't. Because Captain Power tried it, and it showed that you cannot sustain that with the different types of TVs coming out, with different types of frequencies, stations set up, and all that happy stuff. There's too many variables within making the show, making the toy, and all the frequencies in between the different televisions and airwaves and all that happy crap. There's too many frequencies that screw it up, and you can't keep a good, accurate score, so that got abandoned. And how did they know about abandoning it? Captain Power. They were the ones that tried to do it. In fact, you'll see it on the commercial that I'm going to put at the bottom of in the description. So all that said, what do I think of the show itself? If you take out the toyetic part of it, the toyetic logic, members of a military force in power suits trying to be a beacon of hope for humanity to fight against the machine empire. The stories themselves hold up very well. They're very good stories. Very human-esque stories. And that's great. I love the show for that. The toyetic aspect, where they're shooting lasers at the screen and you have to shoot back. That you could feel that's more of a Mattel thing. You could feel that Mattel had its own little thing. They had their own agenda because, again, they're a toy company. You can't blame them. They're a toy company. But they tried stuff with Captain Power, and it slightly worked. But it didn't work enough to where you see it as a mainstay nowadays. You don't see that as a mainstay. You just don't. Because it worked a little bit, but it didn't work at a high enough success. However, you got to see more laser tag stuff because Captain Power pretty much had that same theory. Same setup. In fact, the gun and the chest piece for Captain Power was pretty much laser tag. Maybe a little less sensitive, but whatever. Or a little more sensitive because I was able to bank shots off of freaking reflective surfaces, but whatever. The fact remains, it was a toyetic show. So the serious part of the story got hobbled by that. Meanwhile, it couldn't be on for kids, and it couldn't sell more toys because, again, the stories were too serious. I don't want Joey seeing stuff like this. I don't want him to know that people can be killed. Not yet, anyway. Meanwhile, Joey's running around with Moira jumping on mushrooms and turtles and shit. Breaking necks. I digress. I'm going to cut it off here. But my personal suggestion, if you can get past the toyetic part, the toyetic fart? Wow. Starscream. No. If you can get past the toyetic part of the show, and if you can get past the flashing lights every so often, because, you know, score cards and whatnot, and how the toys are made, if you can get past that stuff, and just go with the stories, it's a great show. Love it to death. In fact, many stories from here would actually apply now. It would actually hold up. In fact, like I said near the beginning, the bootleg universe for Power Rangers, the one that ex-Green Ranger actor didn't like, yeah. The basics of that story came from here. Complete with someone turning traitor and all. So, if anything, give the show a shot. Give it a couple episodes, see if you like it or not. And I always say a couple of episodes on things like this because if you go just based on the first episode, you're never going to win. In fact, I even told people about that for the Excel Saga. If you watch the Excel Saga anime, which is different than the manga, I know, I'm aware. But I tell people, try to get through at least 2 or 3 episodes before you cut a show. In fact, one of my earlier videos, when I say I give everyone at least 3 shots, I give 3 of your videos a shot. And I never go with the same video 3 times in a row because that's not fair. 3 different videos. If you can win me in the 3 random videos I pick, I'll subscribe and be happy and yay, I'm all for you. Hell, Sean Head got my attention in the 3rd video I saw from her. I was on the fence on the first one. The second one, I was like, kind of on the fence, off the fence. But the 3rd one won me. Same thing with Armored Skeptic, Razor Fist, Sargon of Akkad, Alpha Omega Sin, PK Reviews. A lot of people. Like I said, I gave 3 random videos of every person. 3 random videos. If you can win me in 3 videos, you got me. Well, people are going to watch your stuff, and then you're not going to win them in 3 random videos. No, because most likely what other people do, they all go with the same type of videos that they want to see. And I'm fine with that. That's why I'm doing little reviews here off to the side, just because I understand that I like having a diversity on my channel. I don't want to be just a League of Legends channel, or a World of Warcraft channel, or a Blizzard channel, or this channel, or that channel. No, I want to cover whatever I want to cover. And with any luck, Captain Power will make its return. Because, like I said, due to the great likes for the bootleg series for for the Power Rangers, it shows me that the story for Captain Power still holds. Hell, They literally told a Captain Power story in the bootleg version of the Power Rangers. They told a story version of Captain Power with that. And there's so many different likes on there, it tells me Captain Power would work fine nowadays. If it wasn't as toyetic, but it would work fine. You see what I'm saying? People want the more serious stories. People like to see things like that. And I'm hoping, for the sake of Captain Power, that they come back, keep the same serious story logic, still treat your audience with respect and intelligence and all that. Great. Do that. You'll do fine nowadays. The only things that hobbled you initially was the partnership with Mattel, because they wanted it to be toyetic, and that changed a few things. And your timing. People weren't ready for the whole Power Ranger thing. People weren't ready for the Sentai thing yet. I mean, hell, Ultraman and Infoman were still kind of shaky on... Well, they're still on shaky ground because people were like, what the fuck am I watching? But now, people understand what the hell a Sentai thing is. You'll do more than fine. More than fine nowadays. In fact, someone needs to get back on that. I'm just putting that out there. The guy who made the Power Rangers bootleg universe, whatever, you're already on the right track for Captain Power. Try to get a hold of those guys and get a Power Ranger thing going. I mean, Captain Power thing going. Because you already covered Power Rangers, and you did it well. And you got the story down, which is pretty close to Captain Power's storyline. So, get a hold of the Captain Power crew and try to remake Captain Power, and it will be a thing. Or a major company can do it, whatever. But if you don't believe me, if you think I'm just blowing smoke because of nostalgia and all, that's fine. I totally respect your opinion. But again, give it 3 episodes. And since this is a show, go with the first 3. If you don't like it after the first 3 episodes, drop and be like, I don't like the show, it's shit. Fine. No problem. I have no beef with you. If you don't like Power Rangers... No, I can't even say that. If you don't... How do I say this properly? If you don't like the Power Rangers reboot on YouTube, which I'll put the link down at the bottom. If you don't like the reboot, don't try Captain Power because it's pretty much the generalized same story. Okay? I'm trying to help you out. But if you like the idea of the story of the reboot, then give Captain Power a shot and see if you like it. Okay? I'm trying to be as fair as possible, trying to help you out. This is Double R, and I'm out. And like I said, I personally like Captain Power, and that's why I couldn't get into Power Rangers, because I've seen it before. That's why I wasn't surprised about androids, because I've seen them before. This is why the name Dread didn't surprise me, because, you know, I am the law. No, because I've seen Dread before, as Lord Dread. I've seen the Boars before, Lord Dread. You see, I've already seen the digitization thing. What's digitization? Well, it came up in Tron. It came up in Captain Man. Seen it before. From here. So, have a good day. Go watch some Captain Power. Like I say, give any person and everything 3 episodes. And if you don't like them after 3, then whatever. That's on you. If you don't like it, fine. I'm just saying I like it. It's a nostalgia thing. Okay? Alright. Later.